If you've ever found yourself explaining over and over again to Claude exactly how you like a process done, then Skills are going to save you so much time. I'm Jodine from Social Smarty, and today I'm going to share with you what a Claude skill is, how to upload one, and how to use one. Let's dive on in. Okay, first up, what is a skill? So a skill is basically like a cheat sheet. So it's something that Claude reads before it starts a task. So when we ask Claude to do something, it's going to check if there's a relevant skill for that task, and if there is, it's going to follow the instructions or the explanation of that process every single time, exactly how you have trained it. So Claude will read that skill file first, and then it's going to get to work on following your actual process. So think of it like training an employee, giving it an SOP, the exact way that you want something done every single time. If you are moving from ChatGPT to Claude, think of it like a custom GPT. Okay, next up, there are 3 different types of skills. So first up, Claude actually comes with some built-in skills that are already installed. You can also upload your own personal skills. Now, these can be skills that you've built, or they can be skills that other people have built. So you can purchase skills, you can download skills, people can give you skills, and you can upload those into your Claude account so that you have that training there. And that is really, really useful. Or you can actually build your own skills from scratch. And it really is as simple as having a conversation with Claude. I want you to think of skills a little bit like apps. Like when you get a new phone, there's going to be some apps that are built in, some that you're going to download, and I don't know about this one, but maybe you will build some apps as well to do exactly what it is that you want your phone to do. Okay, next up, how do we actually upload a skill? I'm going to jump in live shortly and show you the exact steps, but it is so simple. We simply go to customize, which is one of the little settings on the left-hand side of our Claude account, and then we upload the skill. Now the skill is going to be a particular type of file. So it's not like a Word document or a PDF or anything like that. It really is its own type of file. And that's really it. So once you've uploaded that skill, that is going to work across all of your conversations. So it doesn't matter if you are chatting with Claude just in a regular old chat or in co-work, the skills are universal, so they go right across your account there. And the really cool thing is that they are private, so they are only shared with your account. No one else can see them unless you choose to share those skills with others. Okay, so we've installed the skill. How the heck do we use it? So skills are really sort of intent driven. So what Claude's trying to figure out is, are you actually asking it to do that task or not? So usually we would use a trigger phrase, and a really good skill will actually have a trigger phrase built into it. So it will say something like, only use this skill when I say these words or when I use these phrases. And then it will have some options in there. Often we give a skill a name, and then we refer to it by name when we're asking Claude to reference or use or check that skill. And I'll show you what I mean shortly. But basically, once Claude realizes that it wants you to use that skill, that there's intent there, then it will access the skill before it starts the task. And of course, it's going to complete the task based on the instructions in the skill, and the difference is immediate. It's like, imagine if you had a team of employees and you could plug them into the wall and just download all of that knowledge and all of those SOPs into their head. It's literally like that. Okay, so a really quick note on security before you go downloading skills from the internet. A skill file is literally a set of instructions, and Claude is going to follow whatever is in that file. So because of that, we don't want to go downloading random skills willy-nilly that might have not so nice instructions in them. So if, for example, you were working in co-work, which obviously can give Claude access to a lot of your computer files or a lot of the tools that you use in your business, those skills actually now have the ability to instruct Claude to do things that you do not want it to do. So because of that, we need to download or get our skills from trusted sources, and also you can open up the files and have a read through. So have a really good read through. It literally is just plain text that you can read, a set of instructions, and make sure there's nothing dodgy in there. Now, the ones that I share are always open. What I mean by that is that you can actually read the exact instructions that I have given to Claude, which is very different to a custom GPT. When it came to custom GPTs, we were using someone else's instructions, but we couldn't see what those instructions were behind the scenes. Skills are very open, and you can actually see what they say inside there. Okay, let's dive on into Claude, and I'm going to give you a live demo of how to upload a skill and then how to use it. Okay, so here we are in Claude, and we are going to install a skill. So to do that, we obviously need to log in, and then on the left-hand side, we look for this little briefcase that says Customize. So we click on that, and we can see, nice and easy, we have skills here. So you can see that I've got 4 different skills installed. The first 3 are my personal skills. So I have one that helps me turn my podcast transcripts into marketing assets. I have one to help me create Instagram carousel posts, another one that helps me write blog posts that will get picked up by AI, so in terms of like search engine optimization. And then this one here was actually provided by Claude, or by Anthropic, the company that owns Claude. And so this one here is a little bit meta. It is the skill to help you create skills. So this is the one that allows you to just literally chat with Claude and create a skill and then save it for future use. So if we click on the plus button up the top there, first of all, we can browse skills. So here we've got all of those Anthropic skills. I only have this one installed, the Skill Creator, but have a read through. There might be others that you want to install for your own account. And then under that plus button again, we also have the ability to create a skill. So we can either create it by literally just chatting back and forth with Claude. We can write out the instructions, just like you see on the screen here, or we can go ahead and upload a skill. I'm going to click on that one there. I'm going to click here to upload the file, and I've got it saved right there. So now we are uploading that skill file, and now we can see the bridge post writer is installed. Now up here on the right hand side, there's a little toggle. You can turn on and off skills. So you don't have to have Claude using these skills all the time. You can turn them off when you're not using them. Sometimes the skills can contradict each other and Claude can get a little bit confused. So in that case, you might choose to turn some on and off. Right, how do we use this new skill? So we're going to go back and create a new chat. Now this one was called the Bridge Post Writer. So effectively what I need to do is let Claude know that I want it to use that particular skill. So what I'm going to do is say, can you create a bridge post for me? And what I'm looking for is Claude will then access that skill. So you'll see it pop up on the screen. So Claude knows that I want Claude to use that particular skill. So it's saying pondering, stand by. Now we can see reading the bridge post writer skill. So it's going in and reading the instructions before it starts the task. And in that skill, I asked it to ask some particular questions. So first up, it's asking me what's my offer. And I've got a workshop coming up, so I'm going to drop that in there. Secondly, which platform? Let's say LinkedIn. Oh, and then third, it's saying any story, result, or detail to anchor it. And I'm just going to say no. Nothing this time. Cool, and let's see what it comes back with. Okay, so now it's fetching the details from my sales page. Okay, so it's pulled through the information. It's saying it's going to create a here's what I know post. So part of that skill, obviously, I've given it some different post types. It's saying one more question. How would you describe your tone on LinkedIn? Warm and direct, more professional, something else. So I'm going to say warm and direct, a little humor. Cool. And let's see what it comes back with. Okay, let's scroll down. Here's your draft. So we've got our hook, we've got our value, we've got our bridge, which is really important when we move people through from, the actual message and then starting their brain ticking and getting them to understand that this is for them. And then the call to action at the bottom there. Link in the comments. I love that. We know that we don't want to put links in LinkedIn posts. So I think this is perfect. It's asking if I want to try a different angle on the hook, but no. Yeah, I think that the hook is pretty good. Most small business owners who waste money on meta ads didn't have bad ads. They just started too early. I think that's a pretty good hook. So I'm happy with that outcome. Now, if you like this skill, if you think that you need some help with selling on social media, I can actually help you with that. So I do have a course which you're welcome to purchase. It's called The Bridge, and it's all about helping you sell on social media. So as part of this, it is a short video training, but I also give you my Claude skill so that you can upload it directly in Claude, and then you don't have to actually teach Claude what it is that you learn in my training there. If you have any questions, please sing out, but I hope that's helpful.